Hey everybody, and welcome to A Beaker Full of Death. My name is Simone, and this is George, and this is where we watch movies until... No, I haven't, I swear.
You definitely have.
No, but you were there when I wrote it down, and that's probably what you're thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, it's from something we watched recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, what are we doing? Patron voted movie, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I feel like this time I'm going to be going in much blinder than you with this movie.
Yes. So, I read this book in high school. It was a requirement.
Okay. I know there's something about racial prejudice in this movie. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's been alluded to in other things. That's about it. The poster is pretty simple, right? We just got Gregory Peck at the top, and then it says To Kill a Mockingbird, and then a man, I'm assuming, is Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
The tree has some steps, like wooden boards nailed to it, so I'm guessing it's like a tree house, leading to a tree house. Will someone actually kill a mockingbird, or is it literal, or is it just...
I don't know. I really don't know.
You've read the book, you still don't know?
Before we press play, hey, hi. It would be really great if you would like and subscribe.
It feels a little horror movie, except for the music, just now. This feels very modern movie, hey? Not just like card after card of just names.
Yeah.
But like actual scenery and stuff along with it.
But also like being so like zoomed into such small things, I feel like is more of a...
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
What do they call them? The macro shots or something? No?
I have a kind of a weird, morbid question. What's the most recent movie we can watch where every single person that worked on it is no longer alive?
That's so dark.
Like, not just cast, but crew and everything.
Ew, why?
I don't know. I just thought, like, this is an old movie and it's a bunch of names that I've never heard of, so...
Oh my god.
It's bound to exist.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, just how far back we have to go before we hit one, that's all.
Macon was a tired old town, even in 1932. That summer, I was 6 years old.
The collards we had last week were delicious. I think it embarrasses him to be thanked.
Is he poor?
Yes. Cunningham's are country folks, farmers. Crash hit them the hardest. Son, why don't you come on down out of there now and have your breakfast?
Not till you agree to play football for the Mets.
I have a really stupid question.
Okay.
Play football for the Methodists, as in like the religion, or like there's a team called the Methodists?
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
You got anything needs reading, I can do it. Scout's been reading since she was born. Folks call me Dale. I'm from Meridian, Mississippi. Where's your daddy? I haven't got one. Dale, this is Calpurnia. He has a boy named Boo that he keeps chained to a bed in the house over yonder.
It's a kid's rumor, like the witches in the house down the street or something?
Boo only comes out at night. Once I heard him scratching on our screen door. Wonder what he looks like. He eats raw squirrels and all the cats he can catch.
There's a maniac lives there, and he's dangerous.
Oh.
Okay.
Standing in my yard one day when his mama come out yelling, he's killing us all. Lord knows what he's doing or thinking.
Okay, there's a lot of gossip going on.
Yeah.
It's not what I thought it was going to be, the movie.
Mr. Bose is on her porch. Hey, Mr. Bose. Don't you say hey to me, you ugly girl.
What the f***? You ugly girl!
Oh
my God.
You look like a picture this afternoon.
You don't say a picture for it. Boo Radley ever really comes and looks in my window at night.
I want you to stay away from their house and stop tormenting them.
Oh my god, that was a shadow. I thought it was a bug.
Jim says his watch is going to belong to him someday. What are you going to give me?
There's a ring that belonged to your mother. Good night, Scott.
Good night.
Like, I know, they've established that he's poor quite a few times now, but man, if you have a house like this today...
How was that when Mama died? True. Did you love her?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you miss her?
And I guess in the 30s, not everyone just has photographs of people laying around. Maybe? I don't know.
How's Mrs. Taylor?
She's fine, thank you. You heard about Tom Robinson. Was thinking about appointing you to take his case. I'll send a boy over for you tomorrow when his hearing comes up.
I bet you wouldn't go any farther than Boo Radley's skate. Don't just lie there. Get up.
She's too dizzy.
Run for your life, go. Now who's a coward? You tell them about this back and go down to the courthouse and see the room that they locked Boo up in. I bet they got chains and instruments of torture down there.
Kind of perplexed at what this movie's about. I'm not sure where it's going at all.
What's your daddy doing in the courthouse? He's a lawyer. Is that the courtroom?
Were the books from the kid's point of view?
You all.
I don't remember.
Oh.
I see your daddy and a colored man. And one man keeps pointing at the colored man and yelling. I wonder where in the world.
Scout Jim. I want you all back home right away.
He picked you to defend the Mama Yeller. You've taken his
You'll excuse me, Mr. Ewell.
Please, I'm scared. And go home if you're scared. Jim.
Yeah, they got me curious now. What does Boo look like?
See, this is too scary. I would never do this as a kid. It's just like it's yeah.
Yeah, this I would not have the courage when I was a kid. Yeah. No.
Ah!
I love the kid's logic. Just cover your own eyes and you're fine.
Oh my god. That music cue made me jump out of my skin.
Oh no, he's stuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a 30s version of Stand By Me.
Coming on, Stephanie! I'm going back after my pants. Please, Jim, come on. Atticus ain't never whipped me since I can remember, and I plan to keep it that way.
Uh-oh.
Jim?
10.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Ow, her head.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I guess neighborhood everyone heard that.
Yeah.
Mr. Radley shot at a prowl.
Won't be back anytime
Oh.
soon. Mr. Radley must have
Wow,
scared.
so he really he shot at
Wow.
the boy.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Morty.
Morning, Morty.
Did you hear me, Scout? Now hurry.
Oh, she hates the dress.
But look at Scout.
I guess, yeah, she's used to running around in pants and, so chaotic.
John, you Walter Cunningham! He made me start off on the wrong foot. Come home and have dinner with us, Walter. We'd be glad to have you. She won't fight you no more. We've been having squirrels and rabbits lately.
Rabbits.
You got a gun of your own? Uh-huh. Can I have the syrup, please?
Well, certainly, son. It was a sin to kill a mockingbird.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Don't need people's gardens. No nest in the corn cribs.
He's gone and drained his dinner and syrup.
Come out here. I want to talk to you. If he wants to eat up that tablecloth, you let him. You hear?
Scout, what in the world has got into you?
I'm not going back to school anymore. Teacher got mad as the devil at me.
We get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You know what a compromise is?
Been in the law?
She's great. Like, her way of understanding the world is...
It's really
It's so
interesting to
cute.
see like her perspective of everything.
Yeah.
We'll keep right on reading the same every night. Is that a bargain?
Wow. Can there be a happier parent where the bargain is for the kid to read some more? Okay.
I swear to God, there's a mad dog down the street apiece.
There he is. He's within range.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yeah, but if the dog has like rabies.
Yeah. Yeah. That
For God's
sucks,
sake,
though.
Mr. Finch, he's got to be killed right away.
He's just as dangerous dead as alive.
Yes.
Didn't you know your daddy's the best shot in this county?
Oh, hush.
Oh.
Hey, Atticus, come on the way
promise to stay in the car while I go in and talk to Helen Robinson.
Who's Helen Robinson?
She's the wife of the man I'm defending.
The contrast between the two ongoing things is very interesting. Like there's like the whole childhood, kind of funny, kind of silly neighborhood thing. And then there's this trial, which seems like it's going down some dark path. So
I can't wait to tell you about my visit to Tom.
okay, it is just from the kid's point of view, the whole thing, right? Because like they keep having the adults walk into another room and then the talking fades.
Yeah. I wish I had the novel to...
Is it hard to get to kill a mockingbird?
No, I'm sure that it's not.
You love her.
There's a lot of ugly things in this world, son. You wait till I get Scout in bed, I'll drive you home.
Yes.
Kind of worried that they left that drunk guy at the
I know.
at that house there, because
Yeah.
you know people will usually all bluff until they're drunk out of their minds, and then they will.
I think it's just the wind, but
Yeah,
that
he's
would
just-
be
his
scary as a
imagination.
kid, yeah. What?
I was far too old and too big for such childish things. Cecil Jacobs made me forget.
Atticus, do you defend
Oh boy,
me?
I don't care what the reasons are.
this girl's got fire in her.
There are some things that you're not old enough to understand.
So you shouldn't be defending him. Then why are you doing it?
Because everyone has the right to be
For a
defended.
number of reasons. I couldn't hold my head up in town. You're going to hear some ugly talk about this in school. Won't get into fights over it.
Yes.
What is he doing?
Oh,
What's that?
those are the things in the toy box, right? At the beginning.
Yeah. Ooh.
What is happening? Is that Boo carving stuff, making it look like them, and then leaving it in the tree at night?
Mm-hmm. And then
then
that's
the-
the dad that wants to keep him.
Locked up.
Locked up,
So
yeah.
he seals this. So I guess Boo was looking at them through the window.
Or just like sees them running around all the time.
Go back to bed. Will you swear never to tell anybody? This is a spinning medal.
Is that a knife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a pocket knife.
Something else I never told you about that night I went back to the Radley house. When I went back,
It
though,
was already loose.
they were folded across the fence.
School finally ended, and summer came.
I'm very perplexed by the movie structure at the moment. Like there's the adult Scout narrating. There's
Where's he been?
In the Abbotsville jail. His trial is tomorrow.
Gregory Peck is on the poster. He's the only person on the poster, but it doesn't feel like it's his movie. It doesn't feel like it's
No, I think
about him.
he's on the poster because
Good
he's
evening, Hank.
the only.
star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The news has gotten around the county about my bringing Tom Robinson back to the jail.
Yeah, it's so crazy with like the kid stuff being so like there's mystery and lightheartedness, and then there's the very serious stuff.
I think you better count on staying.
What's going on? Shh.
The actress that plays Scout is so good in this. Like the little gesture she does, like just waking up, like what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
It just looks so. Like I feel her annoyance
Yeah.
and tiredness. She's great.
I just wanted to see where he was and what he was up to.
He's expecting this, right? He's here to try to essentially the only person defending, literally this time, or
Yeah.
physically rather. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a lynch mob if I've ever seen one.
You know what we want? I think you ought to turn right around and go back home.
Oh.
Take Scout and Dill home with you.
Oh.
I'll send him home.
Don't touch him! Let him go!
Now you get him out of here, Mr. Finch.
Hey, Mr. Cunningham.
Oh, he's so ashamed.
Yeah. The guy who's helped you so much
Yeah.
and was nice to your
I'm Gina Mace
kid.
Finch. I go to school with your boy. I go to school with Walter.
Yeah.
Entailments were bad, but not to worry. I sure meant no harm, Mr. Cunningham.
Oh, I love her so much. She's so great.
I'll tell Walter you said hey.
Let's go, boys.
It's so
That was
crazy.
Great.
How I'm like, if they hadn't been there, if the children hadn't,
it could have gone really bad. Yeah.
Come on.
Wow. I love that scene. Just all that fire, like, and anger and hatred just completely doused and diffused by one little girl's kind of innocent recount of things. Just, oh man.
They won't bother you anymore.
But I mean, just the fact that he had the balls to sit here by himself
seriously,
and, like, knowing what's coming.
See so many people? I'm going downtown to the courthouse and walk. You better not. It's packed solid. They're standing all along the back. You're going upstairs?
Yes, I am. Come on, children.
Mr. Yule, come in. His girl had been... She was pretty well beat up.
Did anybody call a doctor, Sheriff?
I didn't think it was necessary.
Now, Sheriff, you say that she was mighty beat up?
She had a black eye starting. It was her left.
That was her left facing you?
That would make it her right eye. She was beat up on that side of her face.
Which side again, Heck?
The right side. She showed me her neck. There were definite finger marks on her gullet. I'd say they were all around.
That's the most bored looking judge.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to check out our Patreon for these exclusives, and our merch link is in the description box below. And now back to the movie.
What happened on August 21st?
I heard Mayella screaming as I got to the fence. I run up to the window and I seen him with my Mayella. I run around the house trying to get in, but he done run through the front door. And I run in the house and poor Mayella's laying on the floor squalling.
Thank you, Mr. Yu.
Would you mind if I just ask you a few questions? During all this running, run for a doctor.
But no one's getting a doctor to take care of her?
Yeah.
If she's all like bruised up and beaten up?
I agree with everything Mr. Tate said.
Can you read and write? Write your name, please. Right there.
Hey, he's left-handed.
Yeah. What year is this supposed to be?
1930 something.
You're left-handed, Mr. Yule.
What's that got to do with it, Judge?
Now, the witness may take his seat.
Sorry, I'm assuming that was like a whole left hand bad, right? Like, because people used to believe that. Is that?
Well, yeah. That's. Like,
I feel like there's a lot of like cultural things of the time or whatever just lost on me, but yeah.
Suppose you tell us just what happened, huh?
I was sitting on the porch and he come along. I said, "Come in here, boy, and bust up this shift rope." And I turned around and before I know it, he's on me. He had me around the neck.
You're a witness, Adams.
Is your father good to you?
That's tolerable.
Except when he's drinking. Has he ever beaten you?
Pa's never touched a hair on my head.
Was that the first time that you ever asked him to come in?
Yes.
Can you remember any other occasion?
No.
Do you remember him beating you about the face?
No. I mean, yes. He hit me.
Do you identify the man who beat you?
Most certainly will.
Let Miss Mayella have a good long look at you. Will you catch this, please?
Oh, he caught with his right hand. Is this something to do with the hands?
I can't use my left hand at all. Got it caught in a cotton gin.
Yeah. So not only could he not have punched her on her right side, but he couldn't have.
Not doing both at the same time, right? The choke and the punch.
Yeah.
He choked you, and he beat you. Do you want to tell us what really happened?
He took advantage of me. You're just a bunch of lousy cowards.
Jeez.
Mr. Gilmer?
I have theories, but I'm just gonna wait a bit and see how this goes. I mean, I feel like my theories aren't exactly gonna be that groundbreaking because
no,
it seems like it's pretty obvious. Like the movie is really trying to just hint at the direction that the dad is the violent one.
I had to pass her place going to and from the field every day.
And did she ever speak to you?
Why, yes, sir. She said, I reckon I'll have to give you a nickel, won't I?
And did you ever go on the place again?
Yes, sir. Every time I passed by, she'd have some little something for me to do.
Yeah, okay. She was flirting with him and the dad didn't like that, or maybe they were actually hooking up. And the dad is the one.
I was going home as usual that evening. She said she has a door needs fixing, and she shut the door. Why it was so quiet-like. Was not a child on the place. They all gone to get ice creams. Why, Miss Mayella, that's right nice of you. Just step on the chair yonder, and when the next thing I know, she grabbed me around the leg. I hopped down and turned the chair over.
And what happened after you turned the chair over?
She reached up and kissed me on the face. She says for me to kiss her back. Mr. Yule said he's gonna kill her.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did you harm her in any way?
That performance, like, I can feel his fear at that last pause there of not wanting to, or be afraid to tell the story in its entirety because he doesn't know.
Busting up shipper robes and kindling with one hand. How come you so all fired anxious to do that woman's chores?
She didn't have nobody to help her.
Because he's just nice.
He's just a nice person.
You did all this chopping and work out of sheer goodness, boy?
I felt right sorry for her.
He's really sucking on that pencil.
You felt sorry for her.
I feel like I'm watching a second movie now, like a completely different film.
The state has not produced one iota of medical evidence, has relied upon the testimony of two witnesses. Mayella Ewell was beaten. I have nothing but pity.
I hate that other lawyer. Right? Like, it just...
She is the victim. It was guilt that motivated her. What was the evidence of her offense? Tom Robinson was to her a daily reminder. She was white, and she tempted it. Our courts are the great levelers. Restore this man to his family. Do your duty. Believe Tom Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, there's no evidence on the prosecution side. It's so bad. Even the way that they're retelling the event, like the other side was just vague and general words and like.
But then you look at the jury and you're like,
not of his peers.
It's all like white dudes who, like, how many of them were with that gang that like went to see Atticus?
How many of them were there that night?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours now.
Wow. Even just in the way the two sides retell the story, right? Like Tom Robinson was giving little random details, which I feel like is what happens when you retell from memory. It's you notice these little things, these odd, seemingly pointless details.
Court's now in session. Everybody rise.
Have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise and face the jury?
We find the defendant guilty as charged.
What? That's some bullshit. Shouldn't be surprised, but that's...
Ugh.
Court's adjourned.
That's it? Just like that? Wait, well, doesn't it go into sentencing? Or what happened? I'm not saying I want that to happen, but
I told him not to be disappointed. We'd probably lose this one.
That sucks.
Yeah. When Atticus was talking about how the woman like wasn't guilty of anything, like in that like kissing another person shouldn't be a crime, but like I feel like she assaulted Tom, and
Oh, I would imagine in the 30s that's not even in consideration.
No,
that,
no, I know that's
like,
it's not,
yeah.
but like that's what happened. Not like
yeah.
Miss Jean Louise? Miss Jean Louise, stand up. Your father's passing.
Oh wow. Just the fact that someone's willing to defend them. Like full effort too, not just it can't just end on that note, can it?
I'm sorry, Atticus.
Atticus, can I see you for a minute?
If only they had the 12 Angry Men jury.
Yeah. I was just telling someone about that movie yesterday.
I still think about that movie. It's so good. I just...
Jam, some men who are unpleasant jobs. Your father's one of them. What's the matter, Atticus?
Tom Robinson's dead.
Oh.
Tom broke loose and ran. He shot at him to wound him. The deputy says Tom just ran like a crazy man. I told him not to lose heart, that we'd ask for an appeal. We had more than a good chance. Go out and tell his family.
You want me to go with you?
No, son.
I almost feel like Tom was not running, but like just executed, and the running was just an excuse.
Hello, Mr. Finch. I'm Spence, Tom's father.
Oh, God.
Helen here?
Yes, sir. She's inside.
Tom is dead.
Dead.
Oh, go so entirely away.
Yep.
Go inside and tell Atticus Finch I said come out here.
I like that look he gave him, just like so pity, like
Yeah.
like
yeah.
a look of you absolute pitiful man. Just
I still looked for Boo. This night, my mind was filled with Halloween. I was to be a ham. Thus began our longest journey together.
I need to remember to cut in an image of Lisa Simpson. I'm a monster.
What?
People who get it will get it. Just...
Will you come on?
It was to be a ham.
I feel like a fool walking home like this. Come on.
How dare they cut to this after?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just Scout as a ham with no shoes.
What's the matter? Hush a minute, Scout. Thought I heard something.
What?
You trying to scare me? Shh. No, I'm too old. Be quiet. I hear it when we're walking along. I bet it's just old Cecil Jacobs trying to scare us. Come on.
Well, they're out at night.
Yeah, it's...
Oh.
Okay.
Run, Scout! Run, Scout!
Oh god, what's happening? Oh no. Is that Boo?
Okay. I don't like one of them is Boo, and I don't know who the other person is.
I thought that was just Boo and Jem fighting.
What happened? Yeah, you go and tell Dr. Reynolds to come over. Sheriff Tate, please. Atticus Finch. Someone's been after my children.
Somebody tried to wring his arm off.
Oh.
I'll be right back, Atticus.
Bob Yule's lying on the ground under that tree.
What the f?
He's not going to bother these children anymore.
All of a sudden, somebody grabbed me. Then Mr. Yule, I reckon, grabbed him again. Then I heard someone panting and coughing. Then I saw someone carrying Jim.
Well, who was it?
Oh, there he is, Mr. Tate. He'll tell you his name.
Oh, what the f? That's Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah, I saw that name.
Did you?
In the credits, yeah. I don't know who he is. Like I recognize the name, but I don't know.
Tom Hagen in Godfather.
Okay.
It's been a while
Yeah.
since we saw him. Just creepily standing there behind the door. Yeah.
You'd like to say goodnight to Jim, Mr. Arthur? Swing, Mr. Arthur.
Wait, they said Mr. Arthur. I'm confused.
I'm assuming Boo is not his name.
Can't remember whether Jim is 12 or 13. Anyway, it'll have to come before the county court, because it's a clear-cut case of self-defense.
You think Jim killed Bob Yule? Is that what you think?
Boo defended him.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Yule fell on his knife.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
that's what the sheriff is gonna. Yeah.
Now the man responsible for it is dead. But maybe you'll tell me it's my duty to tell the town all about it, dragging him with his shy ways into the limelight. To me, that's a sin.
Yeah, that would be really mean or cruel to Boo.
I may not be much, Mr. Finch, but I'm still sheriff of Macomb County. Good night, sir.
That's crazy how the two things got tied back together at the end like this. It really felt like two separate movies until 10 minutes ago.
Mr. Tate was right. It would be sort of like shooting a mockingbird.
Thank you, Arthur.
Okay.
So I guess Boo Radley was being kind of creepy at the window, but it's because like his childhood was taken from him. I think
I'm assuming he's mentally handicapped, right? So that's maybe he just like wants friends. He's just yeah.
Well, yeah.
Little things in between. He gave us 2 soap dolls and our lives.
Ooh.
You never really knew a man until you stood in his shoes and walked around in. Just standing on the Radley porch was enough. The summer that had begun so long ago had ended, and Boo Radley had come out. I was to think of these days many times. He would be in Jem's room all night.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oof.
What a film. I really liked it despite its infuriating result, which again, I shouldn't have been surprised by, but
right, yeah, like
yeah. But then like having that father Yule as like, I guess now though everybody knows. Oh no, nobody would know because they're gonna say that he fell on his own knife for whatever reason. But yeah, he's just attacking children at night in the woods, like just straight up monster. Which then I guess also concludes what happened to his daughter too. It's
he's the bad guy. She not so great at all. She's the reason why he is not alive.
She's not innocent at all. Like,
no,
don't falsely accuse people of these kind of things. It's, you know, but like part of me do think, considering her father, who her father is, a part of her decision probably is like just immense fear.
Totally. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you know, clearly he beat the shit out of her.
Like, my God.
More than just like punishing, like corporal punishment of children, but like to a drunken, violent degree, right? So that fear, I feel like is has to be weighted in, but it does not exempt her from like.
No.
Yeah. Should we do some mocking trivia?
To kill trivia.
To kill some trivia. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Scout and Atticus became so close during filming and kept in contact for the rest of his life. Peck always called her Scout long after the movie was done. Yeah. And Badham, which is the girl that played Mary Badham, always called Peck Atticus.
That's adorable.
The first scene that Gregory Peck showed him returning home from his character's law office while his children ran to greet him. The author, Harper Lee, was a guest on that set that day, and Peck noticed her crying after the scene was filmed. He asked Lee why she was crying. I'm so sorry. I really did not even realize Harper Lee was on.
Oh.
Until like just now. I really need to read this book. Okay. He asked Lee why she was crying, and she responded with that Peck had looked just like her late father, the model, which was what Atticus was modeled after. Lee explained that Peck even had a little round stomach like her father. That's not a pot belly, Harper. Peck told her. That's just great acting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That must be quite something, yeah, to see your own dad that you modeled the character after. Like,
That's a wrap on this episode of Cinebinge. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah, we'd like to thank our patrons. Shout out to Abe and Andy, aka the Baron, Alex McMorris, all hugging no thugging, Al Brennan, Bado Beefy Jerky Wizard, Ben AM, Benjalay Waits, Big Mike, Brennan Mang, Brian Altomari, Brian K, BUS Cadillac, Chago Kiba Lee, Chase Lonergan, Chrono Alpha, Christopher Feartack, Crow, Kunko Jag, The Big Appa, Dan Weeks, Dane Aguilar, Dan Wise, DJ Kento, Doug Shag, Drew Atchison, Eric McDaniel, Gleeful Turtle, Harold Wright, Harry Fielson, Herbert Goat, Hyperdrive, Jakey Shaky Big Boy, Jakey Shaky Baby Boy, and Jason. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.